Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead. We got a bunch of dead trees that the tops are missing off of them. We want to go ahead and get them cut down, and we also got some that's already laying down that need to be chopped up. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're out here in paddock 4. Alright, so we got a few of them dead standing trees down. Gonna be quite a bit of firewood right here. As you can see, we got a huge area cleared up in paddock 3. So grass will definitely start growing. Actually, I've already seen some little sprouts of grass in here. And this is where the animals are right now. I got most of the brush out of here. This is gonna actually let grass grow. Now we're in paddock 4. And we're gonna go ahead and do this small section today. We're gonna go all the way to where the pasture is, which this is actually gonna be the grassiest part. So today we're not gonna use no chainsaws, we're not gonna use no tractors. All we're gonna use is a pair of snips, some pruners, and start pushing some of these dead trees and limbs out here along where it really starts to slope down this valley. Start putting another hedge line up. Snip, snip. You can see where the trees started getting big right here. That's where it really starts sloping. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start putting a hedge right through here. Of course, I'll cut as I go. So those of you new to the channel, first time here, what we're doing is this brush line here is going to do multiple things. It's going to keep erosion from going down the hill, because this is all going to turn to grass eventually, but there's going to be a muddy period too with the leaves. It's going to build a barrier to keep keep the goats and the cows and stuff from actually going through it. Yeah, they'll pick a trail or two, probably actually go through it, but there won't be like a bunch of up and down trails. So it's going to keep a lot of that washout from happening, because they ain't gonna be going down through there. They'll be going around. And 3, we get this built up, this hedge line, brush line. It's gonna have where animals can live here: rabbits, quail, pheasant, all these little animals and everything. It's going to give them cover. Plus it's going to give deer cover too, because I mean, this is going to be a grassy woodland. So they'll feel pretty safe one side or the other of this brush line. So it's gonna provide plenty for the wildlife as well as for our animals. So we got a little area clear now. The grass should grow fairly decent here. We've already cut a trail, so it's gonna let some light in. Up to there's where we cut some of them big trees. Plus we cut some big trees on down there. We're also gonna cut some of these smaller trees in between here and there. So I should let in enough light. Again, I got a lot more to do yet, but I think it's gonna be okay. For those of you who either bought land, getting ready to start homesteading, or you're thinking about it, you don't have to go buy a bunch of fancy tools right off the bat. So I would recommend hand tools first. Get you an axe, get you a maul, Get you a pair of them cutters, maybe 2 pair. Get some files, just keep them sharp. And I mean, as far as that goes, that's enough to actually clear. Fuel prices are going up and everything, I don't know. Hopefully they go back down. I do recommend getting a chainsaw. Now if you're just getting one for like small trees, 30 cc is fine. But if you're wanting to cut big trees down, you want to get 50, 60 cc if you're going to cut the big stuff down, because although the little chainsaw may be able to do it, I just bought my Ryobi probably about a year ago, and I've been cutting the big stuff down and it's done wore out. I've got to buy a new chainsaw now. So if you're planning on doing a lot of big cutting, or if you're going to make like a sawmill with your chainsaw, for a sawmill it needs to be a minimum of 50 cc, so keep that in mind too. But if you're planning on doing, if you're going to use it a lot and got a lot to do, go ahead and get a big chainsaw, invest. I don't have any I'd recommend. I'm just going to go the cheap way for right now. So find a reasonable one and just try it out if you ain't never done it, because there ain't no sense of spending big money tearing up a really expensive one. You know what I mean? I do recommend you getting some of these multi-tool. They come in handy. I used to keep them in my 4-wheeler, but I keep getting holes in my pockets, keep losing my knife. So now I keep this thing with me all the time because I use my knife the most. But I tell you what, having one of these on you, it sucks whenever you're all the way at the end of the property, then you realize you need a pair of pliers or a screwdriver or a knife or anything. This thing's got about everything. All right, there's the hedge line now. Kind of comes up around about to where that tree is right there. Got pretty much all this clear up through here. There's a lot of grass to grow up in here, I do believe. Before, there ain't no way you could have just walked through here, had so many briars and stuff. Now I do plan on going more, so I'm gonna go about to where this tree right here is. But I'm gonna come along. I'm gonna go all the way over here. All this here will be chopped down, all these little trees and stuff. But so I'm about 40 years old and I got this done in about an hour. All the bending and chopping with the pruners and stuff. But if you got teenagers, man, you get you a couple teenagers at this, man, they'll have your whole woods just cleared down quick. All right, so we got her all cleaned up. Pretty good size area here. Now I'm just using them pruners, so that's about as low as I could go on them one trees. But so I need to actually get the tractor. That's a lot of briar bushes right there. So I'll take the tractor and I'll just kind of push them up probably about 10 feet. Now I do got a big log. I'll get the tractor. It's too heavy for me to move. It's all saturated with water from the rain too, so it's going to be quite a bit of grass growing next year. Which I've seen some grass growing through here already, little bits and pieces moving these leaves where we've been throwing hay in. Got quite a bit of hay here. I threw some hay on back too. So I'll be saving some money on feed.
We hope you enjoyed watching Chamberlain Family Farms. You can contact us at chamberlainff@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, Chamberlain Family Farms. We hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.